Did you know that 33% of nurses are single? And 40% of nurse marriages end in divorce? According to the Journal of Nursing Management, it's not just about long hours and stress. The real truth behind why nurses are single and divorced might surprise you. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about why so many nurses are single or divorced. It's really easy to blame it on the long hours and stressful work, right? But the reality goes much deeper than that. Are you ready to really get into it? Because this is really going to shock you. First, I really want us to address the elephant in the room. Yes, being a nurse means long hours and demanding schedule, right? But what people don't often realize is the emotional and psychological toll it takes on us. We are not just tired, we are often traumatized. Imagine dealing with life and death on a daily basis. It's not something you can just leave at work. We carry those experiences with us and they change us. I remember a particular tough period where I felt completely numb. I had lost a patient who I had grown close to, and this is a reoccurring case for a lot of nurses, especially when you work in critical care. And I couldn't shake off the grief. It affected my relationship at the time because I wasn't fully present. Guys, I was there physically, but emotionally, I was miles away. And let me remind you, I grew up in a culture where I was shielded from seeing people passing away around me. So this was really my first time in my lifetime on this earth witnessing something like this. And a lot of nurses can also relate to this as well. This kind of trauma makes it incredibly hard to connect with others. I mean, we build walls. Nurses build walls to protect ourselves, but those walls can also keep our loved ones out. This is the reality of isolations, guys. It pushes the ones around you, your loved ones, out without giving them the opportunity to understand what it is that you're going through. Another big reason is that many of us lose ourselves in our profession. Nursing isn't just a job, it becomes our identity. We pour everything into caring for others and often neglect our own needs. When you spend your entire day looking after others, guys, it is so easy to forget to look after yourself. Self-care, down the road, self-care becomes an afterthought. And that neglect can spill over into your relationships or our relationships. And then there is the issue of trust. After seeing so much suffering and loss in the hospital, it is so hard to trust that things will work out. We become skeptical, and that skepticism can sabotage our relationships. I have seen this numerous amount of times with my colleagues that I work with. It is not that we don't want to trust, right? It's that we've seen so much that it is hard to believe in happy endings. And this is really where I feel like your beliefs also comes in play, right? Because you need that belief system to carry you throughout the type of things that we are exposed to in the hospital setting. Now let's talk about the impact of constant stress. Chronic stress changes the way we think and the way we feel, the way we act. And this can actually lead to anxiety, depression, and burnout, all of which make maintaining a relationship incredibly difficult. So at the end of the day, I don't want you to blame yourself, guys. I need you to really take the time to understand what it is that you are really going through. This is gonna sound cliche, but it is not really you. It is a system that you are really in or you find yourself in. When you're constantly in fight and flight mode, it is hard to relax and enjoy the simple pleasures of life, including spending time with your loved ones. I mean, a lot of us, we are there, but we are not really there. Let's be honest. We are there in the physical, but emotionally and psychologically, we are really not there with our loved ones. And we have to start realizing this. The sooner we do, the better. So I know you're asking yourself, what can we really do about it? So I am here to share some ideas that might help you. These really helped me throughout my career as a nurse, and they still help me through this day. First and foremost, I need you to acknowledge and address trauma. It is crucial to recognize the trauma we experience and seek help. Therapy and support groups can be incredibly beneficial. For the longest time, guys, I asking myself constantly, what is it? Is it me? Am I not a good spouse? Am I not present the way I am supposed to be with my husband or with my family? Why am I always so tired? Why am I always so tired, guys? Until I realized that this is what real burnout actually feels like. Guys, don't try to keep things to yourself, because talking about our experiences can help us process and heal, making it easier to connect with others too. I need you to reclaim your identity, okay? We need to remember that we are more than our jobs. Do not let your job define who you are. Hobbies, interests, and time for ourselves are essential, okay? Because trust me, if you let it, your job will define who you are. Your job will define you as someone that doesn't like to be around other people. Your job will define you as someone who is always fatigued, who always isolates herself from others. Do not let your job define you, guys. Do not, please. Because when we have a strong sense of self outside of work, it really helps us bring more to our relationships, guys. I am speaking from a 15 years marriage experience, guys. Build trust gradually. Why? Because trust takes time, especially when we've been through a lot. And I'm not going to touch on what we experienced the last couple of years, because we already know. Open communication and patience are key. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to give yourself grace. It is going to take time. It is going to take effort, a lot, but you have to celebrate the little wins, guys. You have to. And this brings me to my next topic that I want to share with you is being vulnerable can be scary, but it is essential to building strong connections. You have to be honest with the people that are around you and the people that you love. Next, let's talk about managing stress proactively. Stress management techniques like mindfulness, exercise, and proper rest are vital. Get out of that bed, guys. Get up, go walk for 30 minutes if you have to. I don't care. Even if you have to exercise near your bed and go back right back to bed. Get those blood flowing, okay? I know you want to sleep for 14 hours, but give your bed a break, because you really have to come up with ways to manage your stress, because when we manage our stress effectively, we have more energy and emotional bandwidth for our relationships. Because at the end of the day, guys, you have to nurture those relationships at home, because that is your home. The people that you love at the end of the day, that is going to be your home when you leave the hospital. Lean on your support system, whether it's your friends, your family, or colleagues. Having a network of support makes a huge difference. Okay? I don't know how to stress that enough. It makes a huge difference, because having people who understand and support us help us feel less alone and more capable of navigating our challenges. I've had so many conversations with nurses that have confided in me that they don't even know who they are anymore. So there you have it, guys. The truth is, nurses are single or divorced not just because of our hours and the stress that we deal with, but because of the deep emotional and psychological impact of our work. But with the right strategies and support, we can find balance and build meaningful relationships. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you found this video helpful, guys, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow nurses, and drop a comment below with your own tips or experiences as well. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content on navigating the nursing life and building stronger relationships. See you next time.